Good evening. Well, I'm here. I look to be live on Facebook. I look to be live on YouTube. Let me know if I'm not on either. And the chat that I had working earlier on is now not working. I had them going to. I definitely did. Oh, that would drive you insane. Drive you insane. Why are you not working? Because it was going to be so handy for me to have them on the screen. Well, good evening. As you can probably tell if you're just joining me, Roy isn't well tonight, so can we all wish him a big recovery message. Hopefully he will get better soon, and he will be back with us in no time, I am sure. Let me just see if I can try and adjust this while we're talking. Yes, he is unfortunately not well. He did say he's got a chest infection and a bad cough and so on. I don't know whether it's COVID or, as someone quite rightly said, I think it was Andrew. Andrew said that he thinks it was possibly avoiding a lot of slagging because, if I remember right, there's been a football since that, hasn't there? Football match that United didn't do very well in. Why are you not giving me these up? You're horrible, horrible, horrible Facebook. Don't do this to me. Don't do it. No, it's not going to give them up, so I'm going to just have to read them off the mobile phone. So, good evening to everyone. How are you all keeping? Hope you're keeping well. Annabelle's with us, Carl and Alan are with us, John Hewitt's watching Liverpool, sending good wishes to Roy, Lorraine Fetts in a chilly and sunny South Lincolnshire, Accordions in Ballyduff evening ahead, Waller. You are wrong. You are all wrong. For those of you who have been terrified, there is no more accordions than normal. It's just the normal, I think it's 4 accordions. That's all it is. Nothing more than that. Linda Cole, Alexander, welcome aboard. Alan Weir is in Hollytown. Tommy Lloyd is on. Looking forward to another evening. Gillian Johnson's on. Derek Gardner, Brian Graham, Ainsley Gordon, Lyndon Neely. Oh my goodness, there's so many. Amy Denise are there. Genty French is watching, along with William Hunter, Stevie Hamilton. All I see now is a 10-minute intro video, so you don't have to do... Well, I had picked, the first tune was actually by Hounds of Ulster from their Flax, Flower and Thistle album, I believe it was called. Really, really good wee selection. If you're really, really keen, I can look up the name of the tunes whenever I can find them. No, it's not going to give me these comments at all. Look at that. Isn't it a Brit? Absolute Brit. Has to be a male that did that. There's no doubt about it. Davy Logan's in. Did anyone watch us New Stevenson Owl Boys live last Saturday night? I did share the stream. Hopefully everyone saw it and enjoyed it. Or shared a couple of videos, actually, I think it was. Carmick and Annie is there. She says she's watching on YouTube, so that's good. At least it's going. So, we're going. If nothing else, Tommy says I'm loud and clear on Facebook. Jonathan Courtney is watching. Ryan Sherlow's watching. Oh, I have no idea how this is going to go this evening, but we'll try and get rid of this a wee bit. And we will get started with our first tune. So, not COVID. Good for you. Roy says it's not COVID. Morris says, can't believe you started this evening with the Hounds. Well, yes, I wanted something nice and lively and something different. So what I did this week was I've picked a whole pile of kind of different stuff for us, I hope. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. Some old, some new, but I'm covering all the genres. There is no genres being missed this evening at all, so you are getting the whole lot. You're getting the whack. There we go. That's me in the centre of the screen now. Who was in Dervik? William Wilmot was a few days last week in Dervik. Went to Bunverden last Saturday with the band. It was a great night. Yes, I didn't get into Bunverden, to be quite honest. I'd forgot about it until, but I was shattered last Saturday evening. Davy and Avril are looking forward to another great show. Norris has been. I do apologise if I am missing people in the comments. So let's get on with the music, because that's what you are all here for. And I'll try and cover as many comments as I can. Let's just hope the music plays. That's all I'm worried about. Now, first up on my list, I wanted to go over to Scotland, because it's been a little while since we had a lot of clips from Scotland. So I picked this number from Paisley Protestant Boys, mainly because I've never played them. We've never played them on here at all. which I find really, really weird. It's not many bands that we haven't played, but this is a clip of them from Castle Street in 2018. Now, they're playing out tune, I know it as the Men of the Green Beret, but I think it's more commonly known as Orange Wings.
Men in Wings!
Very abrupt ending there. There's a wee button on my mic, which I forgot to unmute the last time, and I was so busy reading all the stuff from various areas that I forgot to look down at my phone, and you were all keeping me right. You see, normally Roy is shouting in my ear, you're mute, whereas tonight you were all telling me, but I just didn't read them, sorry. So what I was saying was that Rose's Lane Ends, we haven't played them, believe it or not, since May 2020. It seems so long ago, but we haven't played them for so long, I thought it would be nice to have them. So they are, of course, a part music flute band, as you heard. That was them playing in the grade 3 section, and that performance, along with a couple other pieces, won them first place with 93 points. And as you can hear, it was absolutely excellent. A wee march, I'm sure some of you recognised it, called the Midday. Walter Lyon says, hit the button again. Now, you're going to have to let me know, do you want me to talk or not want me to talk? Because I'm quite happy sitting here just pressing buttons. But then, as who was it said? Alan Finlay said, if you want to hear the music, you should have just gone to YouTube. Yes, quite right, Alan. I think I said that before at one stage, didn't I? Right, you lot can keep me right. We're going good. Hey! That's about 3 times I've done this. I was just saying earlier on, like this, when you get into the way of it, is actually not too bad. It's just because I never do it. So from now on, Roy, if you're still watching, you are going to do the talking and I'm going to do the behind the scenes stuff. That will be chaos. That will be chaos. But it's just to do with practice. So, where are we moving on to next? April 21 was the last time we played this next band. It is, for the love of all of you people who adore it, the Blood and Thunder. It is Markethill Protestant Boys. This is a great clip of them actually from Portadown on the 13th of July. And they're playing a wee tune, well, most of you will recognise it, as Auntie Mary had a canary up the leg of her drawers. That was Markethill Protestant Boys. Some of you may have recognised the drum major out in front, and that was Lisa Gates, who was a former, well, is still, or at least was, a competing pipe band drum major, and also led Dunloy for a while. It was always a privilege to walk behind her and Mark Hugh Pritchard together because they were just totally in sync with the flourishing. Evening everyone, William is watching from Antrim Area Hospital. Oh, you're back in again, William. I hope you are feeling better soon. Avril says top band, Lisa looking great there in front. Gillian is home with a load of chocolate and a big mug of tea. You can't be bad to that now, Gillian. How did his chocolate making go? Jensen was away doing chocolate making sessions. I'm not sure what you were making out of the chocolate, but it sounds yummy. No matter what it is, being it's chocolate. There's nothing bad can happen with chocolate. Stephen Hamilton says it's all about a crack. Sure, of course it is. We're not professing to be professionals here. It's a bit of fun. Sound is okay here in Derbyshire. Good evening, folks. Enjoy the music, says John McLaughlin. Lovely to have you with us. Yeah, go back up. Piccolo loud and clear and crisp there in Rose's Lane End. Harry is watching from Glasgow. Good evening, Harry. You'll be glad to hear we do have some accordion. I'm not a big fan of having nothing but accordion. I'm not a big fan of having nothing but blood and thunder, nothing but silver. I like the nice mix because I think your ear, when you're listening to one genre, whether it be accordions, yes, I said it, whether it's accordions one after the other, or whether it is blood and thunder one after the other, I think your ear kind of becomes attuned to it and you don't appreciate it the same as you do when you get the different sounds. So for that very reason, I think it's a good point for us to bring in a little accordion number. It is actually a beautiful tune played by Bailey's Mill Accordion Band. There's been quite a few people have asked for this one in the past, and I know we've definitely played in the past, but there's nothing wrong with playing it again. It is, of course, the sacred piece of music, Near My God to Thee. Beautiful rendition of it from them, and it's outside of the Ulster Tower, which of course I hope we are all going to get back to this year. Lovely wee arrangement there from Bailey's Mills. Lots of nice seventh chords and everything coming in there. Very, very nice indeed. Very well played. A little bit windy, a little bit cold. So as somebody said, it was one day. What was it? You said one day knickers. It was. I'm just thinking it's one day diddy nippers. I don't know. Someone else said, Andrew Irvine said, 1 out of 100 of nipple warmers is too many. That's terrible. Billy King is asking any of the Muskehounds bands on tonight. Only one way to find out, Billy, is just to stay tuned. I thought that was a beautiful rendition. So did Sandra, Denise, Davy. Rebecca thought it was beautiful. Lorraine thought it was awesome. Mo McLean says, brilliant, even a change of key. I was just sitting thinking, you know, it'd be really nice here. Change of key and then in it game. Brian said, one of Lowe's turn to at this time, absolutely beautiful, my favourite of all time. Jackie says, the tears are tripping. Like, it was emotional, Jackie, but don't let it get you upset at all. Goosebumps, says Ainsley, some sound and a special place. It certainly is. I am hoping to be back there twice next year. Heaven, God willing, that everything goes okay and that everything stays open and then we get across, because that I've missed it. I have absolutely missed it, as I'm sure have all of you. Now, next up, we're back to our Blood and Thunder, just in case you were getting too much withdrawal symptoms. And we're going to go to a little bit of Dollingstown, Star of the North. This is a band that we haven't played since October 20. And this is I love this tune. I love it as a song. I love it as a tune. It's a wee one called The Leaving of Liverpool. Did it again. Thank you. As I said, that is Dollingstown. I'll maybe just not switch it off, but then I might get a reverb. I don't know. Dollingstown Star North at the Room Parade in 2016 there. Psychic Penny is in. She has got the answers for the quiz up already. I'm going to have to disappoint you tonight, Penny, because there is no quiz. Lisa was going to do one, but then when she found out I was on my own tonight, she didn't want to put too much pressure on me. I can't even manage to work the mute button, for goodness sake. So I'm glad she didn't. I'm glad she didn't. Gillian says, we toting symbols. Cuteness overload. Right, I am back again. I love Frit and Dumb button. Oh, these are all so good. It's all so good. Yes, so I'm back on. Someone's ringing me now. You can't ring me in the middle of these things. Oh yes, Stevie sent me a picture the other day. One Day Knickers is a kids game that looks like me. I thought I was a wee bit insulted, Stevie, because it's actually an old woman. I'll put it up for everyone else to see. Silence is golden, Alan. Silence usually doesn't last too long around me, regardless of whether there's a mute button or not. Now, I'm going to probably start a little bit of debate here. There is quite a lot of talk constantly about Galanthea and about the number of people that hate it and the length of it and all that kind of stuff. But you know something? If you actually sit down and listen to it when it's been well played, okay, it's actually a really, really good march. So with that in mind, I picked our first silver band tonight, and it is Ballyduff Silver Band. And they just happened to play that very same march in at the Loch Shore Park here in August, actually, 2021. But have a listen to it because, okay, so, you know, try, if possible, to blank your mind of all your preconceptions, okay, about its length and about the boredom of it and all that kind of stuff, and just take a step back and listen to it anew and listen to all the different parts going through this. I hope you'll be impressed. Did it again? I cannot remember. Cannot remember. I'm going to put a big post-it note up on the screen. Hit the button. Oh, no. Yes, they are absolutely excellent band there. I was reading out a couple of your quotes there. Mo says top class. Ken Stewart, strong Willie Hill influence in the arrangement. Very good indeed. Willie Hill, of course, being the conductor there. Ballymacar always play this tune brilliantly, says Lisa. Penny says, did I tell you I hate this tune? Why am I not surprised, Penny? I am not surprised in the slightest. Tommy says one of the first marches he learnt in the Excelsior Flute Band when he was a young lad many moons ago. Alan says fantastic playing. His four bands play in Ballyduff Silver. Great band. Stephen Hammy says your man over there is big-headed. Talk about blowing your own trumpet. Taxi. Yes. You're here all week, Stephen. You're here all week. It's a super, super march. And I think if Glenn, I don't think Glenn's in this evening, but if he was, I'm sure he would agree. Oh, Tony Miller says it sounds better in an accordion band than a silver band. Ooh, I don't know. I think I would have to go for that version. I would have to say that silver version there would probably beat the majority of accordion band ones that I've in. Mitty Praises did it. Glenn is in. He missed it. He said he was flushing the toilet. But I can, of course, play it again for you. Funny, I did actually... There was a couple of other bands that I was looking for tunes of, and the only march that could get them playing was Galantha. And I thought, no, once is enough for one night. But it was a cracking arrangement, and I'm glad some of you enjoyed it. Now, we're going to go to a band that, again, we haven't played since April 2020. So what I'm trying to do is get some of them back on again for a second time, because we have the commonly known bands. Will not mention any names, week after week, or that's the way it feels. So I like playing something a little bit different. So this is Hillsborough Protestant Boys. This is them playing at a Garden of Remembrance dedication in Clough. Not sure what Clough is. I'm sure you'll tell me. In 2019. This is Hillsborough Protestant Boys. Look, I literally put that on the screen now so that I have to take it off before I start speaking. Oh my goodness. If it's bands you haven't played for months, then East Belfast Protestant Boys must be in with a shout. That is a ridiculous comment, Alan Finlay. They're never off this blooming thing. Played 3 weeks ago. Thank you, Lisa. We do, of course, keep a track of all these things, so we could tell you exactly how many times each band has been playing. Clough is about half a mile from where the Balmoral show is on the same road. Thank you. Brian says one of the first tunes that he learned in Willowfield Accordion Band when he was 9 or 10. Loved it. Right, now I have got, you know the way whenever you go into a shop you get like a buy one get one free or a 2-for-1 offer, a bug off, isn't that what they call it? But 2-for-1 offer. I have got 2 bands for 1 offer for you, and to even make it better, we have got white socks. What more could you ask for than a clip? This is from the Belfast Tattoo in 2015. It is Brookborough Flute Band and Lisburn Young Defenders coming together, along with a little set of dancers, all lovely decked out in white socks. Wasn't that excellent? My post-it keeps falling off the screen, so I'm having to put it on top of the button. Because there would be nothing worse than you lot not hearing me, isn't that right? Lots of you enjoying that. Jim Ritchie says first class. Gillian Douglas Ray says Wee Dolls and White Sox. It's a whammy. I mean, it's two bands for the price of one. It's Wee Dolls, it's White Sox. What more could you ask for? Joyce says superb from Lisburn Young Defenders and Brookborough. The tune medley is called Divide They Fought. It's a super selection of marches. Jackie reckons that she could do that dancing. Yep. Whether you could move the next day, Jackie, is probably up for debate. All we need is Tommy says, all we need is a conductor with the mini skirt. Remember her? I do, but I can't remember what band she was with, so I just can't find it. Joy says there are at least 3 of those dancers who are now Northern Ireland champion dancers. We have some absolutely fantastic young dancers in this country. We do indeed. God bless their cotton socks, says China. Good evening, China. How are you? Are you keeping well, my dear? Are you keeping well? Andrew wants to know, did I get the buy one get one free with my butter? Come here, I tell you, Andrew. You see, once you've had a great big dollop of Ballynure butter on your spuds, you'll know all about it. David Gibson says, hello, Valerie from Clark Memorial Flute Band in Glasgow. Keith McMenemy, you need to film this event with the drone. Actually, that's not bad idea. Tell me, sis, the mini-skirted conductor was with a silver band, was she? Or was it part flute? I can't remember. I genuinely can't remember. Now, for all of you flautists and flute band fans, here is an old one for you. Unfortunately, it doesn't have any video, but it's audio only with just a picture of the band. It is Motherwell Old Comrades. Now, I'm actually glad there isn't a picture, because it means you lot will concentrate on the music, because this is cracking. 2 fantastic marches, which you don't hear as often. The first one's called The Sprigs of Clough. One of the lines in it is put on orange shoes when you come to Clough. And the other one is the original sash. It's the original tune for the sash, not the one that we all know now, the original tune. So have a listen to this. This is Motherwell Old Comrades playing The Sprigs of Clough and the Irish Sash. Isn't that just stunning? Absolutely stunning. Beautiful playing, lovely, smooth, round sound, great balance of the parts. It's an absolute masterclass of a flute band recording. And if you want to hear any more of those, there are loads more of Motherwell Old Comrades on the Fifers Cave YouTube channel if you want to hear some more of them. It is well worth having a listen. You can understand now why I think it's good that we didn't have videos, because you would get distracted, and the sound there was absolutely superb. Keith remembers competing against the Old Comrades with Ravenhill. Spriggs is a smasher tune, says Stevie, when he was in the SBYC. Mother's Philharmonic. Fantastic, says Andy. Loves the old tunes you don't hear anymore. Ken was enjoying the balance sound. It was so smooth, wasn't it? So easy to listen to. Just superb. Absolutely superb. Oldie but goodie. Fantastic, says Avril. Really enjoyed that. Jean had never heard that sash tune before. Have you not, Jean? That is the original sash. That's the second one of them, and then they finished again in Spriggs of Clough. So the middle basically was the original sash. Nice tune, but it doesn't get the blood going in the same way as the one that we know does. The one that we know comes from a music hall ditty called "The Hat My Father Wore," though you can trace it back to the Americas and all that there as well. Now, going from a part music flute band who were playing what's normally more blood and thunder tunes to what I would have always considered a blood and thunder band playing a part music march. This is one from the 80s, which I know you'll all enjoy, because I know that there is quite a lot of fans of this band who watch the show. It is the Ulster Young Loyalists from Castlewellan, and this is them, surprisingly or not, playing Heidelberg. wee bit sore in the ear in places. Definitely a wee bit sore in the ear. It was, very ambitious. You have to give it to them. Very, very ambitious. And of course, our Reggie on the bass drum there. Good to see you. Just, as someone said, you're just not. You're very subdued in that, Reggie. You weren't going mad. It was probably a good speed that night for that march, because that's a pretty hard march to play. Joy Cullen says they won all prizes that night at Cookstown Indoor because she was there. Good for you, Joy. And yes, that was Cookstown Indoor. Sorry, I didn't read that bit out. Now, little bit of accordion again. Time for a little bit of accordion. Now, even you people who gurn about accordion bands, I think will enjoy this next one because it's Bress's True Blues. And the one thing that I like about them is, and normally I don't say this, the drumming. I'm really, really weird about drumming with accordion bands, and normally I would say I don't like these, but with these guys, it just works. This is them playing Orange and Blue. Does that not make you smile? Does that not make you go, yoo-hoo? I just think there's just something about them and the sound that they have. I really, really enjoy listening to them. There's a bit of a clip that I have on a video. It's not even a full tune, and the video is near the drummers at the back, and they are just having a blast. And it's at the start of a parade and Easter Mead and in Ballymoney, and it just sounds so enjoyable. They're definitely the band that you could go yo-ho to. But let me see. Tommy Lloyd, wash your mouth out. Tommy says it's the Ballymachine drum section guesting with an accordion band. Way on with you. They're nothing like the Ballymachine drums. Andy says brilliant tone and sound, good band. Davy's another of his favourite accordion bands. Alan says the drumming is not that good. He can still hear the noise boxes. Now, Alan, you have got to say that wasn't that bad. And you know something? A lot of the bands that you guys all complain about are playing melody marches. There we go. Carl says, not that I'm an expert, but they seem balanced to me. John Finlay was really enjoying the white socks and the wee doll at the front. Aim to please, China, aim to please. Sounded really, really well there. I absolutely enjoyed that from Bress's True Blues. Now back to Little Blood and Thunder, just before you get any withdrawal symptoms. This is a really, they're a wee band that are low in numbers, but they are always there, and we haven't played them on here since May 2020. That's been a long time. A good friend of mine is in the drum corps of this here, Brian Fry. I'm not sure why he's not in this clip. It was way back in 2016, and I know he definitely was in the band. I think he was out for a wee while with an injury, but this is Star and Crown Flute Band at their own parade way back in 2016. Don't know what happened to that clip there. It should have been absolutely fine. Should have played to the end, but it obviously didn't. I don't think it was the end of the clip. I think it was just the clip stopped for some reason. YouTube is playing silly buggers. Now, where are we going to next? Yes, we haven't had a pipe band yet this evening. Again, pipe bands is one of those ones that I can listen to in small doses. They are definitely an acquired taste to stand and listen to them for a full day at one of the contests, but you know, in small doses with nice March Trust Bay medleys, I do enjoy them. And I enjoyed this little clip from Marlacoo and District Pipe Band. This comes from Antrim in 2018, and this was actually their first place winning selection in grade 3A. So this is Marlacoo and District Pipe Band. couple of tricky time changes in there. I had pressed unmute button. I mustn't have pressed it hard enough. A couple of tricky time changes in there that they got perfectly. Really, really well done. Not surprised they came first with that performance. Mo says you can't help but take your flute. Rebecca just loves the pipe. Men in skirts and socks. We are covering all the bases this evening, China. We're covering all the pieces. Edward went to the World Championships a few years ago. Loved it. I used to go to an awful lot of the pipe band contests. There's one every Saturday, and that's kind of why pipe bands don't take as part in as many parades now, is because they're competing almost every Saturday through the summer, in the same way that we have parades the whole way through the summer. Andy says playing well, love the skirl of the pipes. Indeed, absolutely brilliant there. Jen said, oh no, not the bagpipes and the men that play the drums with the cotton buds. Honest to goodness, I am going to do this someday. The only person I would knock out is myself. Now, we're going to go to Clough True Blues. Is JD on with us this evening? I haven't seen him commenting because I need him or Alan Lewis to tell me. So this is a clip of Clough True Blues. Now, I know that there's two Clough True Blues. There's the Clough County Down, and then there's the Clough County Antrim just outside Clough Mills. Now, I think this is the Clough County Antrim one because they're at Clough Mills Crown Defenders Parade, but I'm not 100% certain because at one stage, now I'm nearly scared to say this, at one stage I thought they weren't going any longer, but I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm scared to say it. I don't know whether to say it or not. But this is Clough True Blues, regardless of where they're from, playing well in Clough Mills for Crown Defenders. So, based on the comments, it is the Clough County Antrim Flute Band. There's the kiss of death for a band. Sorry, Gillian, but I'm not sure, so I didn't say one way or another. Mark, I have got your request written down there. If you do have any birthday requests, of course, do remember to get those in for us. We have to get the Muscahounds on at some point this evening. Kiss of death. Where's Roy? She's in one. Roy isn't well, John. Roy isn't well. Roy's not with us. He's got a chest infection and bad cough. He says he can't speak without coughing. Oh, poor Michelle. Let me see. That's County Antrim Clough, says JD. Yeah, there was never a Clough True Blues here. It was our band, CWMFB, who disbanded. I'm just fell asleep in the couch. Richard McNeil says, here again from Preston Plans. Nice to see you with us, Richard. Good to have you on board. Now, a while back, I did my usual, and I said that a band had folded, and then members of said band came on to the chat and said, no, we're not folded, we're out every year. And I do apologise. I've done that before, haven't I? From now on, I'm not going to say if bands are still active or not active or one thing or another. I'm just going to say, here's the band. So knowing that they are active, I did go looking for a slightly longer clip because I did struggle to find a clip of them, and I couldn't find a full tune of them anywhere on Facebook. Well, I found one tune which we've played before, but I couldn't find any longer. I actually went through all my old tapes from the Portrush March contest, because it is an accordion band, and through a lot of the other contests that I have for accordions, and found some clips of them, but the stuff that they're playing is the heavy classical stuff. And when I'm trying to coach you guys to enjoy accordions, probably best not playing that. So this is a clip of Castlewellan Accordion. It's from a way back in 1992. Unfortunately, not a full clip. It's about a minute long. And this is them playing Coming Up to Eastermead, the hill that is worse than it seems, I have to say. So this is Castlewellan Victoria Accordion Band. Unfortunately, that's all of the clip that there is. They are a superb band. The new recruit, Hateful March. They're a superb band, particularly on the stage, the contest stage. They can play some awesome stuff, and are really, well, enjoyable to listen to if you like that kind of thing. I'll put it like that. Is that with that sort of like covers all bases. Now, I know you're definitely going to like the next one that I have picked. It's one of the trad ones. It's actually one of the fife and drum bands from America. This one is one that I've been listening to for quite some time. It is the Middlesex County Volunteers, and this is them playing at the drums of Boston Harbour Fest in 2011. Now, the name... I'm just reading Alan comment there. The names of these tunes, should you so desire, are Pit Midden, Le Cultivateur, McCacken's Hornpipe, and Catharus. But it's a really, really good medley of tunes here from Middlesex Volunteers. Remember, if you have any birthdays, get them popped in the chat so we can include them when we do the birthdays. No, it wasn't that good. The second tune, I think it was, really, really minds me on a tune. It's kind of like I think it's a Scottish traditional rather than Irish traditional tune called the High Level Hornpipe. Really, really nice. Really nice tune, but really great selection there. And it's funny because when you're looking at them, you automatically think American, but there's also, when you think of the American Civil War and all that there's definitely a Britishness to that. And it's nice the way that they've kept hold of it and made it become such a tourist attraction. And there's definitely a lot that our bands could take from that and adapt. And I know that some have. Is it the Charles Inglesby? I think that name is right. And the Schomburg Fife and Drum and all those guys there. And you know, like, we can really. And I love the drummers. The drummers are on time. It's fantastic. Eddie's away with girlfriend, says China. He's jealous. I'd say Eddie's more likely at the band practice. That's probably more important to Eddie. But you guys are all loving that there brilliant drum corps. My goodness, even Alan Finlay likes it a lot. Absolutely fantastic there. Now, where are we going to go to next? It's hard to follow that one, isn't it? And I feel sorry for the next band. And it's not a great recording, if I'm being honest. I think it's unfair to the band to say that, because I think it's possibly more the acoustics in the hall are to blame than it is the band themselves, because it's a very small flute corps, and I think the acoustics lead to the flute corps being overpowered by the drum corps. But you can judge yourself. Playing Aces High, very sharply, is Bargeddie Thistle, and this is them playing at Black Ridge Thistle's Cultural Day in 2016. I definitely think it's the acoustics in the hall. I remember seeing another clip from that same event, and it seems to be, not a gym, but like a leisure centre or something like that there with, like tin roof and all that kind of stuff. So a lot of comments there. Good playing band, very professional, playing well as a full band. For 6 flutes, they were doing really, really well and covering the parts really well for 6 flutes. Keith thought the tempo was too fast. No, I thought the tempo was just a bit good. Yeah, no, it wasn't too fast. I didn't feel it was too fast. Top drawer there, 6 flutes, says China. My goodness. Praise from China. Andrew says, unfortunately, no longer on the go. Is it? Oh, that is such a pity. That's such a pity. Valerie, when you're getting some Stony Burn Crown Defenders on the show? We have had them on the show before. And we will definitely have them on again, because what I am trying to do is revisit bands that we haven't had on before. Rebecca would like to know how the pup is. Rebecca was down with Alan one day and was just enchanted with Crawford. He is absolutely brilliant. He is doing well, and I have my poppies up in the window. Hope you're all wearing your poppies. Am I showing Crawford or what? He's actually in the house. He's in the house because every time I'm out here and I put bands on, Craig tries to crawl on the desk to get to the bands. So I kind of banned him from the room. Same way I'm banning East Belfast, Miller's Hill and Ballyhalbert from playlists. The one band I'm not banning from the playlist, however, is this next one, because we haven't been with them since May 2020 and I wanted to get back and revisit these guys. This is Pomeroy True Blues playing at Crossmaglen at Portadown True Blues Parade in this very year, the year of our Lord 2021. We toot there on the I love the way that they do it now. It's not even a small side drum, it's just literally the skin with those high tension drums. You can do it playing well. Did I call them Miller's Hill? Miller's Hill were an accordion band, still are. I happen to be watching a clip of them today, so that's probably what put them into my head. Now, need a little bit of silver again, and I seriously can't believe that I am playing this next selection of tunes by any band. Even a silver band struggle to make them sound good, I have to say. But let's have a wee listen. This is Dungannon Silver Band playing in 13th of July in Portadown, playing a little medley of The Sash and Derry's Walls. know if I've ever heard a silver band playing that selection before, and a bass solo in the middle of it. What more could you ask? It definitely makes it sound a whole lot better. Really, really sounds well. And our Mo was in there somewhere. Where were you, Mo? Were you towards the back with the smaller instruments? Penny says she would love to see herself carrying one of those big tubas. All you'd see would be legs. Penny's not endowed with a lot of height, shall we say. The one nearest the camera seems to be the daddy, because he's got the biggest of the whole lot. Absolutely brilliant. Loved the sound of that there, but very unusual for silver bands. Far left near the front. Far left near the front. Oh, my goodness. Brian says, what are you on about, Valerie? That was brilliant. Loved it. It was actually, as the sash goes, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I could listen to it. I could definitely listen to it. Now, back in time here for now, I believe these are a Scottish band. I'm nearly scared to say I don't think they're on the road anymore. You could keep me right here. I don't know. I think they're off the road, unfortunately, because they're very, very good. This is a way back in 1991, and I love hearing flute bands play these type of marches. This is Garston True Blues playing the Thunderer. Absolutely brilliant at it too. Hope you enjoyed that one. It was, as I say, 1991. Don't know how many years ago that is. It's a lot. It's a lot. Really, really good. And as you quite rightly corrected me, because I know I can always depend on you guys to keep me right, it was from Liverpool. And I realised that once I saw the bass drum. And you know, when I was picking the clip, I also saw the bass drum, but it just went completely out of my head. Honest to goodness, I had like a sieve. Sounded really well. Edward says they're no longer on the road, but Andrew says that they think they have reformed recently, which would be great if they did. Definitely a top quality band. Some 31 years. Thank you, Alistair. Says me counting. What was I going to say? Tommy says that it's a great band, used to be known as the Garston Gurkhas. Very, very nice uniform. Wouldn't be out of place today at all. Definitely. It's a really, really nice uniform. What was I going to say there? Someone mentioned that they were sharpshooters wannabes. So you can all keep me right. All you older people can keep me right in terms of, so who was kind of first around that era? Were Garston before sharpshooters? Were sharpshooters before Black Skull? What is kind of the timeline for all of those things? While we are thinking about that, let's go to another fantastic flute band playing another fantastic march. What more could you ask for? This is from 2009. Video's not great, but it's I just wanted this march, and I found a couple of clips of them, and this was the best one of this band playing this march. This is Castlegore Flute Band. Get your last chance for getting your birthdays in. And we'll do the birthdays maybe after the next couple of clips. So this is Castlegore Flute Band at an Ulster Scots night in Craigiewarren. And they're playing that cracking march, Sharpshooters. Another one of Penny's not favourite marches. All I got was a sigh. I love that march. I love playing that march. I love listening to that march. It's a super, that section of the tune drove me crazy, she says. Ken says, great outfit, nicely balanced, some great memories there. Good drum corps. Andy says, quality tune, well played. Brian says, nothing compares to Black Skull Glasgow. Alistair says the Black Skull, Govan Proddy Boys and Pollock Young Loyalists set the style and appearance in the 80s. Then all the bands started to go from jersey to dress uniforms. Black Skull before the Sharpshooters and Garston. Oh, very good. Okay, thank you for that. That's interesting. Because way back in the 80s and that there, I wasn't really paying attention to thunder bands. It's all about the accordions. All about the accordions. Right, we're going to do the birthdays and the all that jazz. See one there at the bottom. Eleanor and Albert are getting married tomorrow in Ballynure. Evening do, Rachel and I, here we come, be ready. So congratulations to Eleanor and Albert. We hope you have a wonderful day tomorrow. I'm not sure how the Muskehounds singing happy birthday to you will help, but you know, a Muskehounds serenade is always good, no matter the occasion. Big 18th birthday wishes for tomorrow to Jonah Adams, and that comes from your friend Mark Beacom. Paul White was 58 today. Congratulations. Happy birthday. And if you want to know who squealed on you, it was Philip. But happy birthday to you as well. And Davy Bird was game enough to squeal on himself. Davy Bird is now officially a pensioner because he was 65 on the 27th of October. From all of us in Deloitte Band, Davy, congratulations. Happy birthday. And you'll not need your bus pass. You'll be able to use your bus pass coming up and down to band practice. Paul, happy birthday to you. That comes from wife Andrea, and your birthday's on the 11th of November. Oh, what a poignant day for a birthday. And also a big happy birthday to Garth from Mum Joan, and your birthday is today. No more birthdays coming in, very few birthdays this evening, but of course all birthdays have to get the Muskehounds serenade. Here they come.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday from the Forum. Happy birthday to you.
What is this Get Josh on dancing? Is there a video of Josh dancing doing the rounds? I haven't seen it yet. I could show a video of you dancing, China, very easily indeed. But we'll keep that for blackmail. Now, where are we going to go next? We're going to go more recent. We're going to go to Garva. We're going to go to May this year, end of May this year actually, for a little clip from Money Dig Young Conkers, apologies, at their own parade here in Garva. Super there, and Ruth Watson, of course, in the colour party to for Moneydig there. Now, Ken Stewart, I was glad to see you commenting there a few moments ago. I was worried in case you had maybe gone off before this next clip. Couple of comments there. We were talking about the bands. The Ravens up there, and in my eyes, a very close second, but a cert to be number one all round. My home favourite. Love this band and wish I had joined them many years ago. Alan Weir wants to know, are folk forgetting about the Calvary and the Mile when talking about trend-setting bands? Pride of the Mile was the one that I was trying to get into my head, but I couldn't get in it. The Colour Party song to the left, because there is an island in the middle of the road coming up just shortly after the video ended there. So, Ken, glad to hear you're still here. So many years ago, accordion bands used to have a contest down in Portrush. Only accordion bands, so you paraded the route of Portrush down to Waterworld, and you were judged for drum corps, style and appearance on parade, and then you got to Waterworld, and in the worst acoustics ever, performed a march for which you were sitting down and judged upon, and drum major was judged on the road as well. So, or sometimes they actually had it as a separate contest outside. But it was a really great event. Unfortunately, it died away, just like much of the accordion bands. Numbers of them have fallen away very badly. Where are all those accordion players, and where are all those accordions these days? But here's one band which unfortunately aren't with us any longer, but Ken still stays tuned with it. So this is Carnhill accordion band playing Florentina March, which some of you will recognise. Completely different in accordion from what you normally would hear it on the flute. And for your interest, Ken is the one waving the stick at the front. My wee button didn't work there to take me back. Yes, the acoustics in War World were a bit crappy there. Absolutely brilliant march. Lot of good comments coming in there. Easily listening. Some expensive accordions there. There certainly was. Carnhill was from Ballyclare direction, if I remember correctly. And that's where they had their annual parade anyway. Alan Finlay, I am framing that comment. In fact, for that comment, you might actually even get out of the black book. He says, okay, you've pulled one from the bag here. I do like this. Joshua is very impressed by the solo players. Do either of them still play, Ken? Or are both of them gone with the rest of the hordes of accordion players that have disappeared off the face of the earth? Now, next, we're going to a melody band. This is Shieldhill Young Defenders at the Broxburn Loyalists Harry Fairley Remembrance Day. And this is them. Oh, I haven't written down what the march is. Last time we played these guys was December 20, so I thought it was only time that we gave them another little blast. So this is them. Enjoy. Shorter that one than I was expecting. China says if she plays us, I'll whistle Dixie. And Eddie wants to know from what end. Depending on the answer to that, I could be tempted. Oh my goodness. Another band that we haven't played for the longest time. November 20 is the last time we played this band. So high time they got another blast through. This is the Orange Defenders Flute Band playing at an indoor in Lisburn in 2020. Clip cut off very short on me there. I think I know why too, that's good. I actually know the reason why. Unfortunately, both the top end players and most of the band not playing, and that is such a pity, Ken, because that was quite a raft of players there. It definitely was. That's such a pity. I wonder how you ever fall out of habit of it, or out of love of playing. I don't know. Anyway, now penultimate tune. I'm doing not too bad. It is 10 o'clock and I've only 2 tunes to play. I'm doing good. Now, it's a tune that I know as the Lee Rig, and I can remember asking you one week before what the orange orientated name of it was, and you did tell me. So tell me again tonight. This is Moroccan Owl Fife Flute and Drum, playing at Portadown True Blues Parade in 2021. Do you know what it is? I played that far too long with Wally Drennan, because I should know it as the Lilio, right? You'd think I would have known it. And when I started playing with him, that's what I thought of it as. And then when you play it virtually every concert for God knows how many years as the Lee Rig, eventually that's all you start thinking of it as. And every time I hear that tune, I can only get Lee Rig, and I know there's another name for it. So you told me that the last time, and you told me it tonight as well. We've come to our last tune of the night. We managed to get through. Once I figured out the note for the unmute, thank you to all of you who kept telling me to unmute. Once we get that figured out, we did not too bad. We got through it okay. So we're going to finish off here again with another one of the bands we haven't played for some time. This one we have, actually more recent than I thought. Derry Leaflet Band. We last played them in January 2021. Not too bad. This is a little clip called These Are My Mountains, and it's taken from the Pride of the Birches parade in 2019. Before I go, I would just like to wish you all a very good week, whatever you may do. Tomorrow evening, of course, remember that there's no show. Depending on the situation, I might go live for a couple of bands at Ballykeel's event tomorrow night, but I'll definitely have an old parade premiering at 8 o'clock, and it hopefully will premiere at 8 o'clock this time, because last week I had set can't remember which one it was, but I'd set a really, really big one it was the Tricentenary Parade to go live at 8 o'clock, but it hadn't finished rendering on YouTube, and that was from first thing in the morning, so it took a long time to render, so it wasn't finished for 8 o'clock. Apologies about that there. I was sitting in the Macroboy Hotel seeing the comments going through. Could somebody press play, please? So I'll definitely get another one up for tomorrow evening, and I'll see if I can get going live from Ballykeel's event somewhere. In the meantime, have a great week. Make sure that you tune in again with us next Friday night. No idea what the playlist is going to be. It'll probably be what we decide during the week. And until then, as always, we're going to finish off with Derry Lee. But until then, keep the flutes to the myth, boys, because we're coming to the tune.
1888 was overcast with treason's cloud and popery stood elate. That up arose her Protestants, the peasant and the peer, and vowed the chain of perjure James that they would not dainty wear. They sought them out a prudent chief to guide their heart and zeal, to lead them on that victory might bless their flashing steel. And who so fit to guide that host in all its bright array as William, Prince of Orange, ere he landed at Torbay. Then up arose the mighty chief and left his native shore, and rode upon the stormy waves our freedom to restore. Upon his flag was blazoned forth, high fluttering o'er the main, that our religion and our laws he ever would maintain. 'Twas then in gallant style he stood upon the vessel's prow, with victory on his flashing sword and wisdom on his brow. And tens of thousands greeted him upon his natal day, when he, our glorious Orange chief, first landed at Torbay. Come, brethren of the Orange bond, a bond ne'er to be riven. Whene'er we give great William's name, a bumper must be given. For if you'd fire a feu de joie to him who victory won, come prime and load and see you give charge unto your gun. The eloquence of bumpers full there's nothing can surpass. There's not expresses kindred soul like friendship's social glass. And thus we give our song and toast with 3 times 3 huzzah, the memory of King William and his landing at Torbay. The memory of King William and his landing at Torbay.